Hi, I'm Girl Game Renee, and here's some community tips on shooting. The first tip, of course, is definitely shooting wide open is the best shot to take. 2 would be if the defender has his hands down, hand down, man down. So definitely take that shot. And 3, definitely creating great spacing. And these are the 3 top defensive tips. My number 1 defensive tip is on-ball defense. With that being said, on-ball menace badge allows you to create turnovers for the opponent team. Number 2, the interceptor badge.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Now Washington's starting 5. Chris Middleton is out there with Al Horford. Then it's Marvin Bagley. Then there's Corey Kispert. And it's Young in at the 1. And for the Pistons, we've got Jackson. Cade Cunningham out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. Cunningham. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, B.A., take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building. Plus, you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now, we get to find out.
And so it's Washington with it, following the score by Detroit. Middleton passes to Young. Oh, and Jackson with the block. A minute 15 left in the opening quarter. Cunningham passes to Duren. Porter from outside. And that's collected by Trae Young. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and Coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
And Cade really navigating that pick and roll to perfection.
40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Young to the inside. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Cunningham against Young. Here's Porter. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Jackson surveying the D. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that. One that was pretty blatant there.
Now here's McConnell. He's covered closely. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Washington shooting their first free throws of this game.
For the Wizards,
That one's no good. Here's Collier. Shoots over George. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
The Wizards, 5.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And taking a look at Washington's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. Mason Plumlee out there with Clint Capella. Then there's George. Then there's T.J. McConnell. And it's Champagnie at the shooting guard position. And though they've had a lot of high draft picks, Grant, the Pistons are still fitting everything together.
Yeah, and we've seen plenty of rebuilding teams go through struggles, and then suddenly everything clicks. But you have to have experience mixed in with the youth. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
With the Bradley Beal trade, Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Grant.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, we've got to start over. We've got to do something to get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards.
Shot clock at 5. Kispert's shot is good.
Assist from
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Collier. He's marked by McConnell. Out to Thompson. On the wing, Porter. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Duren, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
The Pistons trailing. Pass to Collier. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Stewart, no good. The Wizards have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. McConnell passes to Middleton. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Wizards out in front. They lead by 2. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. Gurney, a pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to us. And it's just about...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You look at Corey Kispert. What a contribution.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that great.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
They've got Jalen Duren, Jaren Jackson out there with Thompson. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Cunningham in at the point. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Knocks down the triple. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Here's Duren. He's scoreless. Pass to Porter. Fires the three. And they'll get another chance. Jackson, the pass to Cunningham. Cunningham showing the D, no mercy.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Young finds Horford. Kispert on the wing. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone for Jackson Jr.
There are only 2 players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
A big group substitution here for Washington. Plumlee's checked in for Horford. George comes in for Chris Middleton. Champagnie, he's checked in for Kispert. And it's McConnell in for Trae Young.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. That one goes in. Jackson's gotten his first basket of the night.
Yeah, good touch from Jackson Jr. Ready to score inside when given these opportunities.
Here's George. And Reed pulls it down. And stolen by Bagley. Knocks it loose. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Pistons on top, up 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Al Horford out there with George. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Champagnie at the 2. Young misses.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Young, the pass to George. Jenkins with a rebound. The Pistons lead by 9. And he drives in. Pass to Holland. Cunningham looking it over. Out left to the wing. Wide open. Here's Duren. Second chance effort. Can't capitalize inside. Washington shooting only 31% in the game. Here's George. Uses the glass on the layup.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Here's Jackson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
What confidence from Jackson there. Just taking it right at the defense and overpowering them.
So for Washington, Bagley's checked in for Capella. Middleton comes in for George. And Corey Kispert subbed in for Champagnie. Young from long range. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham. Now a timeout called by Washington. They're down by 9.
1.
34 seconds left to play in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
I mean, they're still battling, but this one is just about official.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Cade Cunningham.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And rejected. From deep three-point range, he can't get that one to fall.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
So it's Detroit picking up the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. So long.
Now she using eBay. OTF, I use it each way. OTF, HECF with new lay. I used to ride the 4, the options on the 2 train. Don't call my phone no more, you not my boo thing. Don't call my phone no more, I'm having mood swings. Riding with that, that's my goonie. I be in my zone, I'm in my 2-3. I used to thought I was loopy. It's me and rockin' dirt, 2 deep. And yeah, we come in peace, don't want no drama. But when it come to defense, we got. And when they come to, they don't know low-key, yeah, I'm a roster. Paddock on my wrist, that's a bust down. All I know is get it up from uptown. Left from stuck down. Only because I'm up now. Only because I'm up now. She was with you first, but she with us now. All this LA, be buzzed down. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out. Nowadays, I get you lying now. Nowadays, be out of line.
Is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, this one could come in. It's okay, like Kalani.
Hey guys, it's your girl Miss T, and we are kicking off the summer. I hope to see you guys on the court on the W.
It's Kobe, man. I hope you're having a great summer on the 2K streets, man. And my biggest tip would be to try all the vast game modes that 2K has, whether it be My League, My Team, but especially My League and get in, run simulations, maybe you want a player lock. That's really going to help you have some fun during the summer if you're looking for something else to pick up.
What's going on, guys? Hollywood here. And if you guys haven't checked out the creator build section, you guys need to go check it out.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Denny Avdia. Scoot Henderson is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the power forward position. And for Golden State, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Song. Then it's G. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. Now that the new season is tipped off, Richard, how important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
And there's the pass to G. Here's the 3. And Klingon pulls it down. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Trailblazers basketball.
1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Lillard looking around. There's the 3. Warriors with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by Stephen Curry. For three. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Saw the pass to Thompson. There's the triple. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Curry against Lillard. Tries again. Clock at 4. Here's G. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lillard against Curry. And that one's good. Lillard.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
1 quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far. Portland out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands... out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Clutch. Avdia out there with Sharp. Then it's Williams. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Avdia finds Holiday. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. And it's Sharp missing. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. The Warriors lead it. Passes it to Poole. 51 seconds left to play here in the half. In the corner, Moody with it. Warriors the rebound. Post. In the corner, Moody with it. Now, Buzelis still scoreless.
And when it comes to the three-point shooting of Buzelis, we know he has the ability, but we need to see consistency.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday gets the bucket. And so Poole will bring it up for the Warriors. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. No good there with the step-back J. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first... And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Stephen Curry's out there with G. Then it's Saul, and there's Klay Thompson, and it's Porzingis in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Tries it from 19, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
We know that Steph is the best shooter of all time, but over the years, he's improved every facet of his offensive game. Floaters, touches, and that tells you a bit about his mindset.
Klingon, good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Stolen by Avdia. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the chain.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
Warriors trail by 4, and stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Floats one up. He takes it up and lays it in. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green comes in for Sarr, and Buzelis subbed in for Thompson. Williams, he's checked in for Portland. Shaden Sharp comes in for Avdia.
Golden State foul.
Should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Love's checked in for Henderson.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And Portland with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Sharp the pass to Lillard. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, you need to find some sort of momentum.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Curry, that's good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Trailblazers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Trailblazers. Clingan is out there with Avdia. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Henderson. And it's Lillard in at the point. And Poole gets it to go.
Poole comes to that hole with confidence. Poole converts that contact bucket.
Poole against Lillard. A leaner. Oh, that's blocked. Here's G. Henderson defending. Here's G. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For 2, number 7.
And G drops them both. 1:27 left in the game. Portland leading by 7. Lillard outside. Pass to Henderson. And it's blocked.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
Poole finds Porzingis. Three-pointer. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Just a huge shot by Porzingis. He welcomes the chance to come up big for his team.
Lillard from outside sinks the triple.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
A 3 from Porzingis. Avdia with the rebound. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. They've led by as many as 11 points. The second chance effort. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Lillard against Poole. Lillard outside. And so it's Portland winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
Hey, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan.